Hello everyone and welcome to another Dominaria United draft. Um, with the rare being in the first pack Golden Argosy, 4-mana 3/6 vehicle crew 1. Not exactly great stat-wise. Now crew 1 is of course as good as it gets for vehicles, but 4-mana 3/6 not so much. Of course the trick with this thing is that you can reuse some ETBs, but I'm not really sure there are too many of them. So let's see the other cards. 5-mana 3/3 flyer, which will somewhat easily maybe grow. I think it's quite good. Phoenix Chick, fine. Garna, 4-mana 3/4, sorry 4/3. Okay, not bad. It is hefty mana requirement, of course. Black and red. So I think I like out of these. Yeah, the commons are not really that amazing. I think it's either the Connoisseur or the Gardener. Let's take the single colored card here. The Phoenix Chick is good if you are an aggressive red deck, but I'm not sure if I want to commit to that early in the draft. Now I don't think first picking a 5-drop is, unless it's a really great one, is that amazing choice usually in drafts, but the pack otherwise was fairly weak, and the 4-drop was nice, but it had three colored pips and two different colors, so that's also a rough first pick in a draft. It does limit your choices if you want to commit to that card. But how about here? 6-mana 4/4 flyer. Atrocity. This pack isn't that great either. 4-mana 2/2 enlist is great, but that's such a weak stat-wise. I guess I'll take the black card. Yeah, I'll take the black card since my first pick was black, and here I might as well continue with that because. And it is of course not only a black but a kicker with red, but you could play a 2/3 menace creature. You do want to be able to kick this thing though, so I would definitely, even if I'm not black-red, I would maybe try to find a couple of lands. Those common dual lands that would also tap for one of my main color, but also for red. Now maybe I'll just take another atrocity and I can try to maybe have some kind of synergy with this thing with ETBs and leaves or dice abilities. Yeah, the pack is not that strong. I'll take this one and let's see where this goes. Now, when one or more creatures die, and this makes the creature get sacrificed, so basically it will die at the beginning of the end step. So these are actually a little bit of synergy with each other. Now, how about this thing? You may sack a creature and they discard it. I can raise that. That's okay. I think I'm gonna take it. And of course it has the read ahead. Every saga in this set has the read ahead ability, so you can choose from which stage it starts. Frenzy. I have seen a couple of these toxic abominations. Maybe I can get those as 2-drops, but I'll take this one. I actually started the draft with 4 black uncommons. Well, now that's gonna change. There are no uncommons in this pack. Right. I suppose I sort of want to be red-black, just to make sure this kicker will be easy business always, and there's not really any big reason to take any non-black color yet, but this pack has a Javimaya Steel Crusher, 2-mana 2/2 with Enlist. Well, you can also destroy an artifact, but mostly it's a 2-mana 2/2 with Enlist. It's okay, and I of course need those early drops, so I'll take it here now. And if I don't get any other color, I think I will lock myself to black and red. So there's an Argivian Cavalier, pretty decent, and also works with the black has some of these sacrifice things, so black and white sacrifice deck of course likes cards that create you some tokens that are easy to sacrifice. I could take something like a yeah, this thing, but I don't like that the good mode of this card costs 7 mana. So I think I'll take the Cavalier and see if black and white could be open. There's a Pilfer. Okay, what to do? None of this is a legendary creature because this thing... No, this thing is better with legendaries. But... Okay, Pilfer is okay. There's an okay white card. There's an okay red card. There's a Quivering Barricade, but I have some 3-drops already. Maybe I don't want to take that right now. Yeah, I'll just take the Pilfer. I know I'm gonna play black and the Pilfer is, you know, fine. Alright, so this is an okay 5-drop. Prophecy. Okay, yeah, maybe the white won't work. I'll take this. Could be still a black-red deck for sure. Yeah, this is actually the only card that really wants to sacrifice a creature. Okay, I got the cheek here, which I could take over something. Well, I have a 2 5-mana card, so I don't really think I'm gonna take another 5-mana card, unless it's like an amazing bomb, which this isn't. Barricade, Vanguard, let's take the cheek. Who knows, maybe I can be an aggressive black-red deck. I will cut the white card for now and put it to the sideboard. And well, what to pick from here? I'll take a white card so that I have options to go to black-white, black-red, or maybe even red-white if pack 2 is something very weird. 4-drop or a 2-drop. Let's take the uncommon. I don't think this is very good because 4-mana 2/2 flyer is such a bad stat line. Now you can enlist this sometimes and attack for 6 or 7 in the air, but that's not always gonna happen, and the floor of this card is that it's just a 4-mana 2/2. Even though it flies, it's not really good in today's standards. Alright, so don't care about the thrill of possibility. I'm not interested in instant or sorceries in this deck, so let's take the white card even though it has a kicker of green, but I don't think I was gonna play much anything in that pack, so yeah, sure, this actually isn't bad in a black-red deck. Let's take it. I mean, in a black-red deck that actually have some early drops, which I don't really have a lot yet, but it's a nice team pump, and then when you kick it, you don't care about if your creature's dying. Alright, so here, I guess I don't really care about the hammer hand. I'll take another one of these. Maybe I open like a bomb, a white rare, and I want to move to white, and then I have some white cards here, at least. Okay, I got a hammerhead here, and it is not a bomb white card, it's a Stronghold Arena. I'm not a big fan of this card. Even if you can kick it twice, it's a 4-mana, gains 6 life, and then your creatures have to connect, and you get some cards, and then unlimited you will have 3, 4, and 5-mana cards in your deck, and then you're losing that much life, even if you gained a bunch of life when you play this card. It's just not. I'm not too convinced this is a very good card in limited. By itself, it doesn't do anything than gain you some life. The Berserker is actually very good with the Atrocity. In fact, I got hit by this combination by my opponent in my previous uploaded draft, so which also was my previous draft. I think I'll take that because I have 2 of these Atrocities already. Let's see if there's any other. No, there's nothing. That's not really a tough pick, even this is really the best choice here, and I'm gonna abandon the white. I don't think I'm gonna consider the white picks anymore because I have now a pretty okay red-black deck going on. The only thing I actually need here now, for now, I mean, I would want to have some removal. Black and red have both decent amount of removal, at common even. I haven't gotten any of that. Also early drops. But I will take the Geothermal Bog right now. Fixing your mana makes sense, and I'm not too interested in this card in this deck. The Swarm is an early drop, but maybe I can get it back later. The 3-drop, I have a bunch of 3-drops, I don't need actually those, and like I said earlier, I'm not a big fan of this card, so I'll take the land that makes my mana better. Alright, I'm gonna take these most likely. Both the white and black version of this knight. are both amazing. Well, I'm amazing. They are just so valuable as 2-drops. So way ahead. I mean, way better than your average 2-drop. So I'm gonna take it, and there's actually not much contention. There's only the Swarm and the Fire Nado here, which obviously are not nowhere near close in their quality than this. Alright, so okay, Bone Splinters. I guess I don't have too many. I mean, it is removal and I really lack removal, but currently I don't see many cards. Maybe the Balduin Berserker is, yeah, that is something you can combine with Bone Splinters quite nicely. I'm actually thinking if I should take another of these Phoenix Chicks. You know what? I'll try it. Double Phoenix Chick deck. Maybe it can work. Alright, now a 2-drop is what I see here, and it's a playable 2-drop. It's you know, your pretty standard, you know, nothing to write home about, but it's a decent card. I mean, when you need a 2-drop, you can play that. Alright, Tablet, this thing, Barricade. This is not a deck for the Barricade, plus it is yet another 3-drop, which I specifically don't need here. I'm not going to play a 2-mana 1/3 even if it is a 2-drop. So let's just take a random uncommon. Necromass, Relic of Legends, not really. Okay, this is definitely a sideboard card worth having. This is a best of 3 draft, of course. All I do is, at least all I upload are best of 3 drafts. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is such a interesting one. I'll take the sideboard card. And the Necromass is okay, but it's a bit slow, and I try to be a little bit faster here. Alright, so I have 2-drops. This has a green kicker, which means won't be happening, I don't think. But it also has a sacrifice a land, draw a card ability, but maybe the enlisted 2-drop is slightly better. There is a Bone Splinters, but I still need 2-drop, so let's take that. And here I have... It has a green kicker, it can be pumped, but 1/1 haste. Not really interesting. I guess I'll take the War Brute. I don't have any 4-drops, in fact. I like it. It has Trample and Enlist. It's a decent combination. Alright, so Battlefly, Swarm, or another 3-drop Menace creature. I guess I can have one more 3-drop. I don't really like the Thrall thing. Kabu it is. And here, just take something. Take the uncolor card, which I don't plan on playing, and I guess I can sideboard this thing. It's possible, so I'm gonna take that. Worm. Okay, so I got the Squee. I probably will take that, like, over a 3rd Atrocity. I would play a 3rd Atrocity here, I think, but this is just a very, very amazing card. 3-mana 2/2 haste is something you don't mind having in limited. It's not amazing, but it has an attack trigger, creating a 1/1 attacker token right away, which of course sometimes opponent can just kill off by blocking with something like a 1/2, 2/2, whatever. But then again, you can play this from your graveyard by exiling 4 other cards. So this is the same mechanic as was in Theros Beyond Death. It's just not named, I think. Well, anyway, I'll take that. Hey, where did it go? Did it, like... What happened there? I don't... Okay, I don't know... Oh, okay, it shows as... Yeah, okay, it was the bug. So basically it shows as this next packs picked as a Century Connoisseur here. Yeah, so this one of these 2 Connoisseurs is the Squee, and it will, you know, work once I get there. But this is a decent pack, but I would like to have both Fire X and Rager and the Lightning Strike, but I really need some removal here, so I'm gonna take that. And how about this pack? Very, I mean, doesn't have really much for me. I'll take the War Brute, because it's the only card I can play out of these, but interesting. I hope black and red are still gonna be at least somewhat open. I would like to have, let's see, how about the 2-drops? 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures and lightning strike. I would really want to have 2 more creatures maybe. That cost 2. I guess I have these 1-drops, but still. And yeah, one of these connoisseurs is a 3-drop. It's the squee. Alright, there's a splatter goblin which I'll just take. Easy peek. Also works somewhat nicely with something like in Balduin Atrocity. Well, not like amazing, but still you might get something with the -1/-1. But main idea here is that it's a 2-drop. I'm happy to play. Chaotic transformation, not really. Yeah, this is way too random, isn't it? And it's a 6-mana sorcery as well, so I'm not gonna play this kind of card. I can take here another shot at picking a Necromass, but I think I'll take the Abomination. This is +2/+1 equip cost 2, mana value 2 is. It's something you could play, but I guess I'll just take the 2-drop here now. Now I have the amount of 2-drops I wanted to have, I think, and then nothing really gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna play any. I don't need another 3-mana Menace guy, so I'm just taking the uncommon there. There's the Wall Leech. Do I have anything that has a white kicker? No. Don't think so. So, highest mana value. Yeah, well, no, that's not gonna be amazing. So maybe I'll take the Swarm over the Outrider. Yep. Okay, I get the Balduin Atrocity here. I have one of these Smash to Dust. By the way, this should be in the sideboard. Yeah, I don't need 2 of them. I'll take another Atrocity. And here, I'm not playing the Hammer Hand. I think I have one of them already. Yes, I do. So I'll just take I don't need a 3-drop. I'll take the uncommon. And yeah, the pack 3 was, my colors were not open. I don't know what happened in the draft, but I guess I have enough playables. I mean, I do, so it's okay, but the deck's power level isn't that high because it's lacking like I would really want, if I'm black-red, I would really want to have a bit more removal, but that's, I mean, too late now. I don't know what, was there a position. Okay, I actually am taking the heirloom. I might even play it. But yeah, was there a position in the draft where I could have switched the colors somehow? I don't think so. Alright, so now let's see the connoisseur. I cut that one and I should have the squee here. It's here. Okay, so that's how it works when the bug happens. So you pick a card and you don't see that card among your picked cards, but usually the card shows as something that's in the very next pack that gets passed to you. I think that's how the bug functions. And then when you get to deck building, you will have your actual picked card in your sideboard. And then the one in your deck is something that the game wouldn't even allow you to submit, so you would have to cut it. So I just cut the Century Connoisseur, the second copy of it, and added the squee to my deck, so that's now as it should be. Any reason to play any of this stuff? I have one cut here. I will play 17 lands here, so I don't want to main deck this, but yes, this is something you could sideboard in some specific situation. Twin Inferno, that's something I don't plan on using. I mean, it could be an interesting combination with the Trampling Enlist creature if you get to have like, well, I suppose this deck doesn't have any. Well, it has maybe like this thing as a high power creature, but mostly what I can enlist is like +3 power, so 6 power trample double strike is okay, but it's not necessarily game winning, so I'm not playing this kind of a situational card. Smash to Dust. There is a defender deck in the format which is really good if it has the white uncommon that creates those 1/1 creatures. based on the amount of your defenders and whenever you play a defender. So Smash to Dust is something you could really see sideboarding in. And there's also the Go Wide deck, which I had actually in my previous draft, which wasn't that successful in the run, but still it has a lot of 1/1 tokens, 1 toughness creatures could be there, and dealing 1 damage to each of them can be quite valuable. So this is, and maybe sometimes you actually see an artifact you want to kill from the opponent. So this is a sideboard card that's maybe even useful sometimes. Yeah, okay, I'm not playing those cards, which means I will cut one. I will cut also the AFR lands. This is going to be even mana base, so let's add the lands right away. With the dual land I can play 8+8. I don't actually plan on using this swamp too much. Well, at least if I'm like white and black, because this is too bright, the sky in this image, so it kind of, I sometimes look it as it is a plains. So of course in a black and a red deck it wouldn't confuse me too much, but I like the art of this swamp more anyway. Right, so 1 cut. I took the Battlefly Swarm at some point, which is, it has death touch, so you can just, I might actually play it, but let's see if there's some easy cut that kind of slipped here. I guess the Pilfer is a cut I could be making. So this now shows 19 creatures, 5 non-creatures. I'm gonna play the 5 drops, I'm gonna play the 4 drops. I will play the Warhost's Frenzy. I think the Pilfer is, I want to play the Heirloom because I have these flyers, and this is +2/+1. Yeah, the thing is that Woolsock Morningstar, if you know what the card is, it is an equipment from original Mirrodin block. It also got reprinted in some core set, I think. It's a 2 mana equipment with equip cost of 2, and equip creature gets +2/+2. And I think that would be a good equipment even in today's standards. Now they have got printed equipment that's close to that, and this is somewhat close to that. +2/+1 is a stat increase that not only makes your creature hit more, but also maybe survives some combats better. Of course, with +1 toughness, your 3/3 will not trade with your opponent's 3/3 when you have this thing equipped, but I think it is maybe worth playing, especially in this kind of deck that has actually 19 creatures, so I won't be facing a scenario where I have this equipment on the battlefield but no creatures to attach it to. So I think in this deck it makes sense. And the Pilfer is, while it is an okay card, I will use it from the sideboard if opponent has some really problematic cards, because it is some anyway what this is. It's a 2 mana play that doesn't affect the board, and with this deck I definitely want to apply creatures on the battlefield and try to just beat down the opponent, because this isn't going to beat. If it is turn 11 in the game and I draw something like a Toxic Abomination, it's not great because opponent will draw something or play something like a 5/5 or 6/6. So I need to be very, very aggressive, I think, with this deck. So with that said, this is the main deck, and I can even sideboard in something like a Hammer Hand if I need to actually try to find some extra ways to push through, and also Enthrall to the Pit. I don't even know what that sentence means, but whatever. It could be sideboarded in against decks that have like big creatures, especially big tramplers, so you can use them against their owner. Okay, one lander which has 1-drop and a 2-drop, which I could cast a 2-drop if I drew 1 land. But sadly then there are 2 3-drops, a 4-drop and a 5-drop, so the only way this hand is going to function fairly well is that if my top 3 cards has 2 lands, They can be any lands though, but because all these cards are red and I already have a mountain here, and I am on the draw here. So this is something you could keep. And if this was a 6 card hand, I would keep it because of course this is something you can use, and if you hit the lands this can really function well. And going to 5 is always a big risk, but going to 6 is not such a big risk, so I'm gonna mulligan this hand. And this is well, I mean, an extra swamp. I put a swamp away and I still have an extra swamp I don't need here, but what can you do? Sometimes you have a 1 lander into 5 lander. So of course I'm gonna keep this hand because I still have a game plan here. Okay, I mean, I'm not that sad about drawing the mountain, I guess, because at least I get to play my 1 turn 1 instead of the tap land. But now, no more lands, please check. Okay, so I can in fact curve out. Opponent can have, of course, an essence scatter here, but maybe they are they reading the Phoenix check or targeting it with something? We'll see. Can I curve out without them interfering with counter spells or removal? No counter spell, how about -2, -2? I would expect it from this. Yep, -2, -2. I even got the life loss here. So Essence Scatter would have been better from my perspective. Ah, 3rd color without duals. So let's see. Am I gonna try to trade with this thing? During this. I guess I don't need this. I mean, I could see drawing one of my 5 drops and not being able to play it on turn 5. If I now play the swamp and next turn I play the swamp and the warp root, and then if I have to play this as my 5th land, I don't have 5 mana available. And this is just 3/3 now. This can block it, so I think I will play the tapped land now, and I won't be able to have the death touch. I am interested in you know, dealing 2 in the air, even though they can deal 3 in the ground for now. And this might also be able to, you know, trade with something that is more impactful than just a 3/3. Okay, they have options. They haven't played a land yet. Does that mean they don't have a land drop, or that their land depends on what they choose to do here? Okay, there is the extra nurse land here. Let's see if they now have a counter spell. Okay, they had nothing. They have 3 colors, 4 lands, no spell. Not on their turn, not on my turn. I'm scared. Oh, they have just have. Okay, just have a casually 4 colors with the basic lands. No, and this set has a lot of mana fixing commons. So now they actually went to the chapter 1, so they're gonna phase out. Oh, thank you for all the lands. Another target non-land permanent phases out. It can't phase in. I mean, why did they phase this thing out? They could actually make. I mean, this won't turn into a 2/2 now because it's phased out. Interesting. So I guess now I will block this thing. Who are they gonna phase out? I mean, they could phase out the Battlefly Swamp, but now it's. This will turn into 2. Oh no, this won't turn into 2/2s. The chick will turn into 2/2. The Bog Badger and land, fantastic. I'm not sure if that's what they wanted to do. How would they do exactly that with the phasing of a Zalfir? Because now these will remain as they are. I'm happy to have a Death Toucher. This downgrades into a 2/2. This, you know, kinda upgrades into a 2/2, but the Warp Root will still intact. So I don't think they got the value out of the phasing of Zalfir they wanted to have. Well, that's very good because as you can see I kept... I mean, I'm mulliganed to 6, had to keep a lot of lands, and then I have drawn these all these lands, so... Alright, so they are just going with full on with the mythic, the rare sagas. So this is... Okay, they look at my hand, see there are lands, so I don't have to discard anything because only a creature or planeswalker will be discarded. And then they get to search a card from their library, but they have to do it and they always lose 3 life. And then they can return a creature from any graveyard to their control. So Bug Badger or Phoenix Seek or Toxic Abomination. Nothing too concerning there. So definitely I'm going to just attack. I mean, they will trade the 2/2 tokens here, so... Or do they have some way to destroy evil? Oh man. That is harsh. They had all that. Alright, well, now it's a little bit more annoying because I don't get to deal enough damage here. Because with that Trampler I would have been able to deal enough damage that when they lose 3 life they are actually going to be in trouble. But now that's not the case, but they will do. They get the best card out of their deck. I mean, that is usually worth 3 life, especially now that they are at 10. If they didn't have this Destroy Evil, yeah, it would be a lot different. But I guess I have some top decks in here. I have the card that says that my team gets +2/+0. I have Lightning Strike, which is deal 3. This, when it dies, deals damage to any target, and if I have enlisted it with something, it might be, you know, more than 1 power. But how does their mana work? I mean, they have a blue, they have a black. I see only basic lands for now. They have a green 3-drop. Well, it has worked in this game for sure. I mean, they gotta have some of these lands, don't they? Now they got their card. And then they will get something back, which is going to be the Warbrute. Okay, they have that thing. They get to peek from top 3. And then, yeah, I need some stone lands. I definitely... Okay, there's another black. I mean, these mana requirements are pretty harsh considering what I'm seeing. But well, my job is not to ridicule the opponent's deck. It's just an observation. I would never really play this kind of an ambitious mana base, I don't think. I will block this. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I have no idea. Sacrifice an artifact creature. Okay. Well, let's see what they do. Sack that, and I can sack that. If I don't, I lose 2 life and they draw a card. Right. Well, I mean, this 2/2 doesn't do much. Well, it does actually do enough that it will help me enlist this. Sure, decline this. And another land. Oh. Alright. This is hard. I think I just have to attack with the swamp. The attacker, I mean, the flying attacker might be the only thing that helps me to win here, because my idea is that I will attack. I mean, I want the lightning strike to be oh, they even do that, so lightning strike won't be lethal now, because I guess it will still be, because next turn I can enlist it again. Well, I mean, we'll see. I guess they're taking the Warbrute here now, which is not going to matter because lightning strike. And then of course my creatures get +2/+0. Those are, you know, cards that still can help me win. I go down to 4. Are they gonna sack something? Because okay, well, they're gonna sack that. They need to. Okay, I at least see now one of these dual lands here. They get to Tomb Dead draw. Well, I'm gonna die on the next turn to the Trampler anyway, so now I need to draw something that helps me here. And okay, they didn't sack, which is very good. I mean, why didn't they do the Scavenger? That's a land. Ah, I didn't get a lot of... I mean, this is mine. 1, 2, 3... I guess that's 5 spells I had in this game. So there's no way... Yeah, I think I had 2 outs, assuming they don't have like a counter spell or removal there. Both lightning strike. Because I could make this into a 3-3 attack, whether they block it or take it, they go down to... Well, it doesn't matter now. I mean, I don't get to deal the lethal. No, even if the opponent would make some kind of mistake, because there's just... It's literally not possible to win here. No matter how they block or don't block. I can only deal 4 damage to them. And they have 6 life. Well, that was a rough flood. Now, do I want to have the pilfer here? Maybe. Enthrall to the pet. I mean, honestly, I think I should be in a good shape if I just, draw a little bit more, balanced set of lands and non-lands. Not even sure if I need the pilfer. I just need to apply pressure fast and hope their mana might not work as well in this next game. So I'm gonna play the second game of this match without any sideboard changes. Maybe I will change to the third game, but let's now hope that I get... Okay, at least I have a place I can make here. Even if I don't draw lands, I can play these and play the heirloom. And, well, I in fact did draw a land, so what does that mean? I will play the 1-drop here. Actually quite nice to have the Berserker equipped by this thing. It will deal 3 damage when it dies. And now the -2/-2 won't help unless they want to kill something like the swarm here. Scavenger here. Right, so I can in fact make this into a 3/4, which can't. They can only jump. There's also this thing. Oh, and legendary creature has trample and haste, but this thing has haste anyway, so it's not really that amazing. I could also attack with the Berserker so that this Scavenger just trades with it, but I don't think that makes much sense. I'm going to do it like this. So I guess that their deck is mostly blue and black, but then again I did see the green 3-drop, but I saw the black spell, I saw blue costing spell. I don't know what the white is for. I didn't see a red mana source. I don't think. And that of course explains the green. This is all fine for now still. I mean, they can double block this thing, but I will be able to kill them. Oh, they are not interested in double block. What is this? That's really interesting. Well, I think I'm gonna play the War Brute here. Jump. Green, blue. Well, now they do have the double black here available. All creatures get -2/-2. This thing gets a counter. Okay. I mean, I only lose those 2 and I get get the chick. The chick can be got back if I attack with 3 or more creatures, which will happen with the squee here. I have to pay red, which is also going to be happening. So let's play all that like this, and let's attack. Pay this. They can, block the squee here, but it's still lethal damage, so it doesn't matter. So it's not lethal now, but they are at 1. I don't think they can survive from this. Because if this dies, they take 3. Alright, so choking miasma. This can be a problem, but they hide this another black spell in their deck. But how can I, because a lot of my creatures will of course die to that thing. So it's a bit awkward. Maybe I should, I don't know, play something like a hammer hand. Now the Battlefly Swarm has still done some nice work here, being just an evasive 1 power flyer, but it is only 1 power. So maybe I should try to... Well, I do have some 3 toughness creatures here. Actually, now that I saw the -2/-2, is there any 3 toughness creature here? No, actually there are no creatures other than the 1/1 hasty guy I can sideboard in. Well, I guess the Pilfer goes in now, and I will in fact not play the Swarm now. I will still play the 2 drops, right? That's still 18 creatures. Yeah, okay, I will play the Pilfer because there were some cards I actually do want to get rid of. Not sure about this thing though. Probably not worth it. Smash to dust now. Hammerhand. I don't know what I would want to be cutting. I guess I would cut like 1 Phoenix chick. Maybe I try that. Okay, I will cut one of them, have the Hammerhand. What this does is it can make one of my 2 toughness creatures into a 3 toughness creature, so it doesn't die to the -2/-2. And of course, it can do some surprise damage by making the opponent unable to block. Alright, hand I don't mind having. Both colors, 2 drops, even also the 4 drop there. So let's start with the Vivisector, I guess. Or let's have the Splatter Goblin, mostly because this can attack into a 3 toughness creature. Okay, Connoisseur, that's interesting. So I'm going to play the Vivisector, so if they block I get to scry. I don't think the Hammerhand is what I want to do right now though, is it? I mean, I could attack for 5 here, have a 3/3. It's interesting. But there will be a better thing to make unable to block, right? So I'm gonna do it just like this, and they might block there, and then I will scry. Double Mountain. Don't think I need it. I do have a 5 drop in my hand, but I'm gonna draw a land here at some point anyway. Famous last words, I think. But still, I mean, if I draw just spells here, I can cast all other spells in my deck except for the second 5 drop I have. Oh, they did get all 3 different kind of basic lands, but no blue there, and also no 4th land drop. But I also got my 5th land, so I can play the Connoisseur. Yeah, I do don't know what the white is for. Okay, land but no blue. Squee? Huh. Really interesting. I think the connoisseur still is the pick though. I mean, play though. I have only one white sauce, sorry, red sauce, so I could play the squee too, because... But then again, if I draw like a mountain next turn, then I can play... okay, let's do this. I played pre-combat just in case they choose to kill, you know, this stuff, so I get to... They tap those things down, but there was no blue mana involved, so they will get to untap. Not too worried. So this triggers once each turn. One or more creatures die. Okay, so I guess this is now the game where they do get punished by their mana base, because, for example, they had 4 mana available but no blue. Alright, I'm also punished by my mana base, which is, you know, pretty... I mean, a 9/9 mana base. I don't have 2 red, and all my cards in hand are red, of course, but it doesn't actually matter, because I'm just gonna play this thing and I will get to start. The Sengri Connoisseur will start getting counters. Well, it still gets a counter. And I can trade the Vivisector here. Yeah, Atrocity. Sure. I can kick it. Bring back Squee right away, for instance. So, I guess I'll kind of miss out on the... No, I'm gonna do it like this. Because now I don't need the Scry, so I'm not gonna trade this Vivisector. I will enlist it though, so... It's still contributing same amount. This is also a Trampler, so it doesn't help. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Well. I still had a lot of gas left in here. So I had in fact 2 creatures, but yeah, maybe I just... Yeah, do the Balduin Atrocity thing, get the Squee back. Get the 1/1 token. Then it dies, of course, but it's still going to be castable at some point from the graveyard. Yep. I think I'll keep it. I have a high concentration of 2 and 3 drops, so I'm happy if I get to play one or the other. I will have a 4 drop here. I will have a 1 drop Hasty Flyer here. If I draw... Most of my spells are actually 2 or 3 mana. It's fine if I get a 2 mana spell for turn 3. That's still acceptable. I just don't want to miss out plays. Okay, that is a good play for turn 3 for sure. Well, of course, it's just a 2/2 haster, so if they have like anything that's a little bit larger, this can't attack profitably, but I can trade with that nature. No big deal. Plus, I get the 1/1 token here. Alright, this is fine. Even though I drew 2 lands here. So they either block the token or just trade with the Squee, and I net the token here at some point. Will be castable once I have 4 other cards in the graveyard. They have a 4/6 now, alright, that is annoying, but yep, it's they have a 3 different, no, I was wrong, 4 different land types on turn 4, helped by this dual, so I'm up against the domain deck here. Well, let's see how it goes. I have the Cyclops in here. Which can be used to, you know, make this into an 8 power trampler. They have a reach guy now too, so yep, this is... This is bad. Especially if they can kill the... Cyclops or the War Brute. Now this is any targets, but They are at a bit too high life total now. Okay, come on. So their turn 4, 5 and 6 were 4, 6. And 4, 6 was the first one. 4, 6, 4, 4 reach and 4, 5. Alright. And they are at 14. Yeah, I really need something very good from my deck now. Land is not that. Okay. They'll just trade one of these guys on the with the Warbrute, and it's not even a big deal for them. And then I won't have any ability to push further, but let's see how it goes. Just in case. I guess I'll still kill it. I mean, this is miserable. This is very miserable. I wanted to use those creatures to throw them, you know, at them, but they're at 14, so there's no way. Now the 4-6 isn't there anymore. Well, there is a citizen's arrest though. I mean, this was just a perfect curve out from the opponent. 4 big creatures, and then the removal for my remaining big creature. Oh boy. Oh, it's another creature. Oh, can't even sack that. I don't of course have any way to deal with the enchantment. So that was just a very quick game. I mean, how was I supposed to beat these creatures? Not when they have the 4-6 on turn 4, and then they even played the reach creature so that my one flyer can't even push it through. And even if that was the case, yeah, this is a little bit too late for the Warhost's sentry now. I don't even want to show that I have this card, because there's just no way. Yeah, I can attack and they can block. They don't necessarily even block. Why would they block a 2-2? But even if they do block, I use this, kick this, I draw a card and trade, and then I still am facing 8 damage. Okay, that. If they can get that kind of curve outs, I don't think I have any way to deal with the situation. I'm gonna play the Pilfer here. I'm gonna play this thing here, and anything else. Maybe a hammer hand is also needed. It feels like they have a little bit too much going on. I mean, making one of their creatures unable to block for one turn might not be enough, but I think I have to try something. And what I don't need here is stuff like I don't know, Splatter Goblin maybe. How about this thing? Discard a card. Yeah, this is a bit too clumsy here, I think. And then I will play. I mean, I will cut. I guess one of the Phoenix sticks can go away. That's the deck. But that was really I mean, it was like one of those games where you have a decent draw yourself, but you have no chance. My deck isn't really helping here now with these kind of hands. Get a mulligan this one, and then I will not. Ah man, I actually need all of these. This is one of those games where I have to just gamble a bit and hope I draw any land here. With the 3 lands I can play the squee here. At least. Otherwise I have to do stuff like, you know, play the heirloom here and not do anything else. I guess this will be a 5-3. But What's their 2-drop? Is it gonna be a root wallop? It's a long speaker. Well, okay, I got the land, but I cannot let them keep it. If I can attack, connect a couple of more times with the Abomination, or you know, with the Squee and Abomination, this intral to the pit might be the key to winning here. Okay, they have just a jump blocker. That's good. That is very good. It can't even kill the token the Squee is gonna generate here. Unless they have, of course, gas might there, but it remains to be seen. Okay, jump that. Just don't have any kind of mass removal here. There's yellow. And spot removal. On the Squee. Not on the... Well, I guess they didn't want Squee to produce those tokens all the time. Now the question is... Am I going to attack for 5? Or am I gonna make them trade? That is... I guess making them trade with the Toxic Abomination brings me a little bit closer to getting Squee back. But attacking for 5 is really tempting as well, and I think I will do that now. I mean, they are not gonna jump block. If they are gonna jump block, I don't mind at all. This, oh, if I get to play this at 7 mana, the creature also gets killed. Okay. Now they don't have that much of a domain going on, so the 4/6 costs actually 8 minus the whatever domain makes it cheaper. Okay, now they have... So it's... Okay, so it's a green-white domain deck there. Alright. Okay, so sadly they have a lifelinker. I really didn't want to see a lifelinker there. But at least my 5/3 will eat 2 of these creatures. So that is... No, actually I was wrong. That doesn't work if they block with the Missionary and the Snare Spinner. Oh. Well, in that case I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna do it like this. I hope they block with the Missionary. Because I don't want them to start live more than the 2 here. Okay. So still not great. The opponent has also 3 cards in their hand. They were able to... Yeah, I guess the double spelling there was... Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this guy. Because I have my 7 hand. Well, there it is. So... But it's still not... still not too great. Also need 1 more card in my graveyard to make this Squee. You know, castable from the graveyard. Yeah, I'm a bit flooded here. Well, a bit. Yeah, I do in fact have only 5 spells drawn in this game and 8 lands, so yep, I am massively flooded actually here. Even though I had a good start, but... Oh, and in fact I started with 2 lands, well, with 3, but I had to put 1 onto the bottom of my deck. And I was hoping to draw the 3rd land, which I did draw, but look at this. I have drawn most of the lands after that, because my starting hand was 4 spells and 2 lands, which actually means, because I have here a total of 5 spells, that out of the 7 cards I have drawn in this game, 6 were lands and 1 was a spell. So they get all that stuff back, and we can just say goodbye to this game. Yeah, that was seven draws, 6 of them were lands. After mulliganing to 6. Okay, on the draw again. This deck would prefer to be on the play. They mulligan, I will keep this. I can have a 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop and 5-drop even. I mean, assuming I draw the lands for that, but oh, it seems I'm gonna do that. Black and red, or perhaps some domain stuff. Could be even 5 colors. Well, there is already already 4 different lands I've seen. And okay. I am up against the turn 3, 4, 6. This deck actually doesn't do well against the 4, 6, and if the opponent gets them on turn 3, that means I can't even, deal any damage. Now what I can do here is I could equip this and then enlist this. This would be a 6-power creature. Sadly, they got the Blight Pile here. How should I do this? Other option is to equip the Atrocity. Well, that's actually the better idea, isn't it? Let's do it like this. And then I will still enlist this guy. And then they block with the Blight Pile, so next turn I can attack with the 4/4 menace guy here. Hoping they don't have another like a 4/6 here. Best Rootwalla. So can I do anything? That will just trade with the Rootwalla, but that's just how it's gonna go. I can at least play this and have a flyer here, so it's not over. They are missing land drops too, but I mean, the turn 3, 4, 6 is very, very nasty. But of course, if they can't deal with the Critical Connoisseur, that can just win by itself, but let's see, they only need a removal spell for it. Okay, so what I can do is kick this thing, but not that would cost 4 mana. No, that doesn't make sense. I can play both of these 2-drops. I can play the Warbrute. I'm gonna like the idea to play this. I will play this. Oh, they have an Ice Scatter. That's fine. Oh, well, I'm very happy I chose to play the 2-drops instead. So the reason I wanted to play this first is that if they kill this thing, I get to scry maybe if they let it resolve, but no. This is tempting now that... No, I'm gonna play this guy. Let's do it. They are actually going to be able to raise me a little bit here. Not only a little bit, but actually raise me. Okay, they chose to not attack though. That's good. So this turn sees me play the Warbrute, I think. But this is still a 6-power attacker, just with the Abomination, maybe even 8 power if I equip this thing. It will trade with this thing, but I'm happy if I get to trade with the Sojourner. Okay, there's the Chaplains. It's no surprise. Now I guess I'll just have to... I'll do it like this. Oh, that's actually interesting because now... No, it's not. It's not. I can't. Yeah, if this splatter goblin was in my graveyard, it would be interesting. It's not. Alright, so I just kill this thing then. And menace guy or the goblin. I can take the goblin instead. Alright. The more defenders they're gonna have, the more problematic it's gonna be. And the opponent is at 16. This is amazing. They are at 16. So I have been able to deal, what, 4 damage to them. Really annoying. So they can double block with the 1/1s on the splatter goblin. I can make the abomination into 5 power creature. The 1/4 can just block the abomination. That's the problem, I guess. I don't want to use the atrocity yet. I want to kind of combine it with the splatter goblin. I mean, this has the first die, of course. Well, oh well. Let's attack with these and see what happens. Maybe they take 4 damage here. Trading with that is fine. I'm actually happy if this goes like this. I wouldn't mind. I want to get something back there. I mean, it's gonna be only for a turn. That does mean I didn't play a 2/3 menace, which could be a 4/4 menace. Sure. Okay, well that wasn't a defender. They didn't get a... They did not get a 1/1 there. This costs 2 mana to mill. Right. So what I can do is now I can get the atrocity. I can have the enlist guy. I guess I have to play this now. I mean, there's not really... I mean, if I want to scry, maybe the scry is the best actually. Because I can have the enlist guy, but then I would have to tap the splatter goblin. Maybe that's what I want to do. I do want to scry also though. Maybe I'll still take the enlist guy. I don't mind if they block with any of those things. Okay, chaplain goes away. I guess they don't have that many. Defenders left in the deck when they were so eager to block with this guy. Sack a creature. If you do, they discard a card. Well. Let's first attack with the splatter goblin. I don't mind trading with the Rona here at all. now I actually am going to have a... They get to recast this thing though, so I actually kind of want them to. Sack a creature, I guess. I mean, not sack, but discard a card, I mean. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna actually do it, because I'm gonna return the atrocity anyway. Or maybe, I mean, I can't return any creature. They actually, wow, they discarded an extinguished light. That is really, really scary. Okay, Phoenix Chick, sure. My god, so they get a 1 mana instant or sorcery. Bone Splinters, sure. Well, there's another of those things. So I'm gonna get any creature card back from my graveyard. It could be the atrocity. That's what it could be. It could be the BO3 too, but then again the BO3 is gonna just die to the Bone Splinter. So let's take the atrocity. And kick this thing, I guess. So if I kick this, I can steal well, I can still do this. And then next turn, they will sack a non-land, non-token permanent. If they don't, I get to draw a card, and they will go down to 7. Okay, they got rid of the Bone Splinters by to get to cast this thing again. Like that, and then they will sacrifice that thing, and I drew... What else there is to draw than a land? Yeah, I mean, this event has been pretty awkward with the land draws, because if I got like any spell there, because of course I'm losing, this can't block by the way, so I mean, and they drew the reach thing. And it doesn't even matter because these two were lethal anyway, but this event has been really weird with the land draws. I mean, I'm playing 17 lands. I have gotten so much of annoying flooded games there, but okay, Pilfer I guess is gonna be played. And well, they have the reach thing obviously, so can't really count on those Phoenix Chicks too much. I haven't drawn the Knight of Dusk Shadow at all in here. That would have been very good pumpable, especially with the X lands I have been having. This could be like a 6/6 or a 5/5 menace. Anyhow, let's cut something. I don't know. Maybe one of the chicks can be cut. So I put the Pilfer in the deck, and I guess well, this is not so great when they have the walls. I mean, they can block the creature anyway, so I don't think I'm gonna use that. So this is the deck. But yeah, let's not maybe have a turn 3, 4, 6 from the opponent, and maybe let's also draw a balanced mix of lands and spells. Now this starting hand again is good, but is it gonna hold? Let's have this Cry guy. So, do I see a 4-6 coming up now? I don't. Okay. They could have an SS scatter, by the way. I would really want to play the water, but I could play the Toxic Abomination as well. Oh, am I gonna play around an SS scatter here? I'm not. And they have it. I wish I played this instead. Then again, it's not so a big deal. I mean, I have this thing if I draw a land. Maybe they don't have another of those SS scatters. Or maybe they do. We'll see right now. Oh, come on. Perfect C's. Perfect C's by the opponent. Yeah, alright. Suddenly, I again don't like my chances. How could... Sure. Oh man, I am having one creature here and they start playing those. At least I have the, you know, this enlister so we can attack as a 5-power creature. I know I could have done the Warhost's Frenzy, but I feel like I need to use this when I have more than one creature on the battlefield. But it's just, I mean, this isn't gonna happen now. This is really bad. And a double SS scatter is there. And then I start drawing again these lands. Now, am I going to... No, I'm gonna just do it like this. Because this way I can push through. If I attack just with the Steel Crusher, then they don't take any damage. Now this way they take at least 4 or 5 damage, depending on how they block. Or they can just, you know... Well, it's not lethal if I use this now, so... And this doesn't draw any cards unless my creatures die. Alright, so they are... I mean, my hands are tied here. I can't do anything else than the Frenzy. If they have a counter spell on this Frenzy, then they have. Okay, that's better than a counter spell. Okay, that event was really bad. I mean, this event. I mean, either I just... No, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to figure out if this is the kind of deck you're not supposed to draft. Well, not with these draws. Not with these draws, at least. I mean, not a chance to win. I guess if I had, you know, those black removal spells, the 4-mana instant that kills a creature, that would have allowed me to keep up the pressure a little bit more. But then again, I did get flooded a bit in some of the games. And how often can the domain deck play the turn 3, 4, 6? I don't know. It's tough to say. I feel like this deck was decent, and maybe if my 2-drop was something like Knight of Dusk Shadow, this is of course harder to block because it requires 2 blockers, so maybe I just didn't draw the good stuff that often either. Opponents also had always removal, well, not always, but often had removal on my big threats, so that also kind of took away from my ability to pressure them too much, because some of the games weren't even close. I think I will still continue. I mean, if I get the opportunity to play this kind of deck, I hope aggressive archetypes are, you know, going to work in this draft format, because if it's gonna be like those big domain creatures and payoffs, it's going to be a little bit boring if every match is like a boring mid-range grind. with no space for any kind of an aggressive archetype. So I hope that won't be the case. But anyway, that was again a 1-2 event, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.